Hello Muted Gang, and welcome back to the Kill Count. Today I will be looking at The Blackest Eyes, released in 2015 through 2017. This is a short fan film made by Sonny Fernandez. He makes a lot of short fan films. But for today, we're looking at his most popular one yet, about Michael Myers. Today I'm looking at the first 3 parts, and maybe if you guys like this one, I will cover the other 3, but anyways. The Blackest Eyes is about Michael going on a killer rampage. It's mainly about this girl that Michael goes after, and the police soon get involved. Sonny tries to keep the Halloween feel and connections, and also his own idea of Michael Myers. I think this short film was made very well, but enough of that bull, let's get to those kills. The short film begins with these kids at the Myers house. They're trying to go inside the house because they want to rob the place.
Just think, if we find something that belonged to him, how much money we could make.
There's nothing left in there.
But this bitch just wants to see the room where Michael killed his sister, so they break in that hoe. They walk inside. The chick notices that this is where he killed her. They keep walking around the house, then they decide to go up the stairs. While they go up, this guy says, Michael always comes back to this house.
No matter what, he comes back here to this house.
Then they all go in this room. While she talks, fucking Michael Myers comes out and stabs up this dude. The other 2 run for it, and Michael goes after them. This fucker trips and makes them fall. Michael's NPC looking ass walks up to that fucker and he cuts him open. That chick throws this crowbar at him, but it don't do shit. Then she gives some dumbass speech and name drops the title.
You have the blackest eyes.
Then it just cuts to these trick-or-treaters, and they see that same chick's head. They call the cops, while Michael just watches. He walks over to this other house. Then it cuts to the main bitch of this short film, and she notices there's a bunch of cops at the Myers house. This dude is just worried about watching his fucking show.
I've been waiting 6 months to watch this season premiere.
As they're about to watch the show, the power goes out. This chick says she'll go get some candles. She walks over to the fridge and looks around, but doesn't look to see Michael fucking smash her head with the fridge. The dude asks if she's okay, but obviously she don't respond. Then he sees her body. He goes to tell her to call the cops, but then Michael fucking splits his head open. She goes to run upstairs and Michael gets a stab in. She locks herself in the bathroom, but Michael stabs up the door and breaks in. As he comes at her, she fucking sets his face on fire. He falls back and she gets out of there, while his face just melts. When she goes down, she bumps into a cop. She says Michael's up there, so this cop goes to check it out. He comes back down, and she thinks she killed Michael, but no.
I killed Michael Myers?
Ma'am, there's nobody in that hallway.
This makes her pass out for some reason. So they put her in the ambulance. This detective says after he's done here, he will go to the hospital to check on her. Then he gets mad when someone says Michael's name.
Do you think it's him? Do you think it's Michael?
Don't you even say that name, them nuts.
He says he wants cops everywhere looking for Michael. Meanwhile, these dudes are on their way to the hospital. The bitch wakes up and the guy says she's gonna be alright. Then she starts bringing up Michael. Then this chick says some shit. And the dude says even if it was Michael, they're gonna be okay, not knowing this fucking car following them. Back to the detective. This cop says there's this guy waiting for him. Yeah, apparently it's fucking Loomis kid. His name is John. He gets pissed off because he knows Michael is back. He says they need to go after the ambulance.
We have to take my car, Sheriff.
What? Why?
I'll explain on the way. Just trust me.
Goddamn Michael Myers fucking Halloween bullshit.
So they go on their way. Meanwhile, that car bumps into the ambulance and makes them go off the road and crash into a tree. Then she tells him to unstrap her. As this chick's about to call for backup, Michael fucking breaks in and cuts up her face. Then he comes for them from the back. Then this fucker tries to kill Michael, but just gets his face fucking crushed. Then Michael goes after that chick. She goes to run over to this house. Luckily, this grandma lets her in last minute. She says Michael is after her. And the grandpa says he's gonna call the cops. Then he goes to get his rifle. Back to these fuckers. John says his dad cared more about Michael's case than him, and says Michael's half-brother's daughter is that bitch.
Myers had a half-brother. He grew up, had a daughter, and she's in that ambulance right now.
John says he's gonna end Michael tonight. Back to that chick, by the way. I don't know anyone's name, so that's why I keep calling her a bitch. The grandma says the cops are on the way, then she realizes grandpa is taking a while, he grabs the gun. Then Michael shows up in front of him and fucking stabs him in the throat. That chick sees blood coming from the room, then somehow Michael shows up behind grandma. He stabs and lifts her up, then throws her out. The chick tries to get the rifle. As Michael walks up, she shoots his ass, but he gets back up. But then she fucking shoots him in the face. She walks out of there, and the gang is there, until Michael shows back up again and slashes her in the face. Then John talks to Michael.
In a weird, fucked up way, I feel like you're my brother.
Then he lights his ass on fire and blows up the whole ass house. It cuts back later on, and John thinks he actually put an end to Michael. The movie ends with him driving off and Michael coming back once again. I counted 9 deaths in this short film, 5 guys and 4 girls. Thanks so much for watching this short kill count. Make sure to check out the real short film in the description. I am proud to announce the next movie kill count will indeed be Puppet Master 2. Until next time, this has been the kill count. Stay muted.